What is a free-falling object? A free-falling object is one that falls under the sole influence of gravity, without any other forces acting upon it. What are two important characteristics of free-falling objects? Free-falling objects do not encounter air resistance, and they accelerate downwards at a constant rate. What is the acceleration rate of free-falling objects on Earth? Free-falling objects accelerate downwards at a rate of 9.8 meters per square second, often rounded to 10 meters per square second for simplicity. How would a ticker tape trace or dot diagram of a free-falling object's motion appear? It would show an acceleration, with the distance between dots increasing over time as the object speeds up. What does increasing distance between dots in a dot diagram indicate about the object's motion? It indicates that the object is accelerating as it falls downward. How is free-fall acceleration demonstrated in a physics classroom? One popular method is using a strobe light to illuminate falling droplets of water at regular intervals, showing increasing separation distance between drops. Describe the pattern of drops observed in the strobe light demonstration. Several consecutive drops with increasing separation distance are seen, resembling the dot diagram of a free-falling object. Why do free-falling objects not encounter air resistance? Because they are falling under the sole influence of gravity, air resistance does not significantly affect their motion. How does the rate of acceleration of free-falling objects compare to each other? All free-falling objects on Earth accelerate downwards at the same rate of 9.8 meters per square second, regardless of their mass. What effect does air resistance have on the motion of free-falling objects? Air resistance can slow down the motion of objects falling through the atmosphere, but it is typically negligible for most objects in free fall. What happens to the acceleration of a free-falling object if air resistance is present? The acceleration may decrease due to the opposing force of air resistance, causing the object to fall more slowly than in a vacuum. How does the distance between dots on a dot diagram change over time for a free-falling object? The distance between dots increases at a constant rate, reflecting the object's acceleration due to gravity. Can free-falling objects experience other forces besides gravity? Free-falling objects only experience the force of gravity. What is the significance of the rate of acceleration for free-falling objects? The constant rate of acceleration allows for precise predictions of motion and is a fundamental concept in physics. What is the relationship between the mass of a free-falling object and its acceleration? The mass of the object does not affect its acceleration due to gravity. All objects accelerate at the same rate regardless of mass. What is projectile motion? Projectile motion is the motion of an object thrown or projected into the air, subject only to the acceleration of gravity. How is two-dimensional projectile motion analyzed? Two-dimensional projectile motion is analyzed by breaking it into separate motions along the horizontal and vertical axes. Why are motions along perpendicular axes considered independent in projectile motion? Motions along perpendicular axes are independent because there is no interaction between horizontal and vertical motion components. What are the components of acceleration in projectile motion when air resistance is negligible? The vertical component of acceleration is minus 9.80 meters per square second, negative due to gravity pulling downwards, while the horizontal component of acceleration is 0 meters per square second.